What did we talk about last week with Arizona State University football? I told you guys, the reason why I kind of feel good about this game against Baylor was because ASU does two things that will always travel well on the road. They run the football, and they get to the opposing team's quarterback artificially with the blitz, and they play stout defense. ASU has found their identity and who they are. Their wide receivers are never going to be elite. I've had people tell me multiple different times, I've been on a couple of shows, aren't you worried about the Arizona State wide receivers? No, I'm not. And why is that? Because they didn't have Jordyn Tyson last year for most of U of A, the Big 12 championship game, and against Texas. And they should have won all three of those games, and it looked like they were going to, but they won 2 of 3, and Jordyn Tyson didn't play. This team is not predicated on sexy throwing the football down the field. It is predicated on Jordyn Tyson making a big play, the other wide receivers making 1 or 2 timely catches, Sam Leavitt using his legs, scrambling with the football, and giving the ball to Kanye Udo and Raleek Brown and wear the opposing defense out. That is the identity of ASU football. And they had stuck to that identity in the Mississippi State game just a couple of days before, or just a couple of weeks before that, this team would be 4-0 with wins against Texas State, who's a quality opponent, and of course, Baylor as well. Like, I know that ASU lost that Mississippi State game, but it doesn't matter as much because it's not a conference game. I know all games matter, but not as much when you're talking about in conference. ASU has found what they are. Run the ball, hit Jordyn Tyson over the top, play really good defense. And I've been thoroughly impressed with ASU's defense over the first 4 weeks of the season. I don't think they have any star-studded players. In fact, half the team I probably couldn't even name to you. That's probably not true, but still, a lot of no-names on this team. But they play vicious and they play violent. And that is an identity for a defense that is going to carry over week in and week out for this team. ASU football is building something special. And they've got Texas Tech and they've got Iowa State. Feel good about Iowa State. We'll see TBD on Texas Tech later in the season. Thankfully, that game is at home. But ASU has all the pieces it needs to win the Big 12. And in that game, I thought Kenny Dillingham coached a pretty good game. I thought offensively it was pretty good. Defensively, man, they made Sawyer Robertson's head spin a couple of times with the interceptions and the exotic defensive blitzes. And then even more than any of that, I have one concern with the offense, and that is, if I'm being really picky, the wide receivers outside of Jordyn Tyson, I kind of am curious how that's going to work. But also not even that, but Raleek Brown, it's a little too much east and west for me, and I would like him going more north and south with his runs. Not even north, not even south, just north, running forward. But outside of that, like Sam Leavitt continues to show why he was entirely disrespected coming into this season. Do you want to know why? Because he's a top 2, top 3 quarterback in the nation. He was really good again. And I tweeted out, and like the end of the second quarter, I'm sorry, not at the end of the second quarter, like the end of the first quarter. Damn, if Kyler Murray doesn't work out for the Arizona Cardinals, Sam Leavitt's a pretty good consolation prize. And people said, what game are you watching? He has 62 yards. It's why you got to watch the game and not stat watch or not box score watch. That kid continued to make play after play after play, whether it was a 60-yard bomb downfield setting up a touchdown, hitting Jordyn Tyson on an out route for a touchdown, or making big plays with his legs. That kid can freaking play. He is special. As well as, and here's where I'll end it, Jordyn Tyson is the best wide receiver in the country. That dude is the best wide receiver in the country. If you told me I could switch out Jordyn Tyson and Maserati Marv, or if I could switch out Jordyn Tyson and Marvin Harrison Jr., Mazda Marvin, I would do it in a heartbeat right now. One dude's got some real dog in him. One dude, I wonder if he's got any dog in him. There is no doubt in my mind who the best wide receiver in the nation is right now. And it is Jordyn Tyson through and through. That dude is mossing defenders. It doesn't matter, 50-50 balls are now 70-30 balls. Crisp routes. He doesn't seem like a head case. Seems like he keeps his mouth, for the most part, shut. And he is on his own, lifting up this wide receiving room. And because of his presence, other guys were able to get involved in that Baylor game. And so, 6 receptions, 40 yards for a touchdown is not eye-popping. But that last touchdown was just freaking impressive. Just snagged it out of the air. And he opens up the field for everyone else. Mateo in this game, I thought, kind of broke out as Sam Leavitt's security blanket. You saw a couple of timely plays from wide receivers. And it's all because the straw that stirs the drink in Jordyn Tyson was so awesome. So, it's my takeaway from ASU Baylor. ASU, I think, showed that they are firmly in play for a chance to win this Big 12. I'm concerned about Texas Tech. That team's freaking good. They're loaded with money. And their quarterback, got hurt against Utah, but that team is going to continue to just downright dominate. And ASU is going to have to play keep away from them. Run the ball, play good defense, try to win that game. Thankfully, that game will be at home later this year. TCU on Friday, and we'll see how that goes. Hoover of TCU kind of got injured late in that game against, I forgot it was who TCU played. ASU's got a chance to really do the impossible and once again win the Big 12 in back-to-back years.